Democratic Party is very unpopular. The Arizona Democratic Party is unpopular as well, and they have spent the past few weeks, few months, trying to get rid of his party chair, and they finally did it. So I'm here with columnist Greg Moore, who has written about the ouster of the party chair, and what really that we should talk about is what that means for the future of the Democratic Party, because we are going into an election. So let's begin with what happened to the party chair briefly, and then what exactly do you think that's going to mean for Democrats moving forward?
Yeah, the party chairman, Robert Branscombe, former party chairman now, had the audacity to win an election while being black in Arizona. And the people who are at the top of the party had favored someone else. She lost. So now it's time for someone else to do their job. So rather than support Branscombe and set him up for success, he was sabotaged from day one. Never stood a chance. Did he make mistakes? Absolutely. Did he ever stand a chance? No. He also asked, what does that mean for the future of the Democratic Party in Arizona? It's not about this one guy. It's about a pattern of behavior from Arizona Democrats that really makes black people feel, black, like we just are being overly scrutinized, overly watched, overly criticized, and unable to do the thing we're otherwise capable of doing. And if you feel like someone who is supposed to be your ally is secretly sabotaging you and stabbing you in the back, you're going to be hurt. You're going to be angry. And at the very least, you're going to be disaffected. That means you're either going to not vote or you're going to vote for the other guy. Elections in Arizona are tight. You don't win by thousands of votes here. You win by dozens of votes
and
here.
That's the point that I have heard from many people is that African Americans are a very small percentage of the population here in Arizona. And so, and doing the math calculation is, we can lose the African American vote or, some of the Latino vote. But you're saying no, every vote counts.
There's a joke. Attorney General Chris Mays calls herself landslide, like as in she won by a landslide. But it's sarcastic because she won by about 300 votes, fewer than 300 votes. I don't know how many black people there are in Arizona, but I know 300 black people. And if all 300 of them stay on, that's the margin, right? And if black people are 3% of the state, I'm going to assume they're actually 5% because we know that censuses tend to undercount minorities and minority communities. Also, that number is going to be a few years old, and we know that African Americans are flooding in from LA, from Chicago, from New York, from Detroit, all sorts of Democratic cities, and African Americans tend to be Democratic voters. So if you feel like you can lose 10%, you do that. But you're going to lose, and you're going to make it very easy for an extreme right MAGA agenda to come sweeping through your town. And what's that look like? More ICE raids, more illegal detentions, more people who have no reason to be arrested getting snatched off the street and shipped out, and then for the government to turn around and say, oh, by the way, we shipped him out, he can come back, it was wrong. And then you're going to turn around and say, but black people won't support us, they won't vote with us. Why would we?
So when you were mentioning the top Democrats were against him, we're really talking about the 2 U.S. senators, the governor, the attorney general. Essentially, all the top Democrats were against him. And so he's gone. But then what's the message of Democrats to African Americans and Latinos as well? Again, leading up to the election in order to win. Or is there any message?
I haven't heard anything. If you've heard something, let me know. And I don't know what you could say. Branscombe didn't even do anything. Robert Branscombe, they're upset with him because they didn't get along with him. Did they try? What's to get along with him for? I don't need you to be my friend. I need you to raise money for my election campaign. I don't need to be buddies. My mind is boggled that nobody who's up near the top of the Democratic Party says, guys, stop. Do you see a pattern here? All the black people get kicked out for ticky-tack stuff, and there's enough of them to help us win elections in a lot of different spots. We need them. They're the backbone of our party. We should serve their interests, and we should start with ourselves by not doing what they know the other guys are going to do, or else they're going to go to the other guy. Democrats are really disappointing because they're supposed to be the allies.
They have a lot of work to do. That's all the time that we have. For all opinion content, go to opinions.azcentral.com.